Hello children, hope you all are good. Now I'm Rekha Chandola, your chemistry teacher is here, and welcome back to your online classes. As all of you know, due to pandemic COVID-19, now the cases are increasing day by day, so we started our online classes. So children, stay at home and be safe, and always whenever you just follow the COVID-19 guidelines, right, and concentrate in your studies, and whatever the assignment is given to you, just send them in the same day or within one day, right? Okay, let's start your chapter in chemistry. Class 8, now your first chapter in chemistry is matter. I think all of you know the whole world is made up of what? Substances, and what they are? Matter. What they are? Matter. So whatever is present in this universe, it is actually, what is it? Matter. And so what is matter? Now the question is, what is matter? Matter is anything which occupies space, right, and has mass and can be perceived by senses, is called what? Matter. So if the question is, are you matter? Yes, you are also matter. We all are matter. Why? Because we occupies space and has mass, right? And we can, all of you know, we are also perceived by the senses. So anything which has mass, occupies space and perceived by senses is your, what is it? Matter. Okay, now next question is air matter? Yes or no? Yes, air is also matter. Why? Because air also occupies space. How do you know that air occupies space? If suppose you take just take a bucket half filled with water, and take a glass tumbler, right? And in that, tilt that tumbler upside down, and then just put it inside the this big bucket, right? And then you just bring it out. What do you observe? Water will fill up in this glass? No. Why? Because air occupies inside this glass. But when you slightly tilt it, then what's happened? The bubbles, they comes out, right? And so what these bubbles are, what? These are air. When the air comes out, then the water goes inside. It means air occupies space. Second is your air has mass. Just you take two balloons, one filled with air and another without air. Now when you will just weigh both the balloons, the balloon which is filled with air has more mass as compared to the balloon which is not filled with air. So we can say that air also has mass. And it can it be perceived by the senses? Yes, it can be perceived by the senses. You feel. You cannot see the air, but you feel the air. When the wind is blowing, then you feel that what air is blowing. The wind is blowing. You feel it, right? So we can say that air is also a matter, right? Same way, you are just the chair in which you are sitting, your mobile, your chair, your pen, your pencils. All these are what? These are matter. Your book, your clothes. Right? These are what? Matter. So you have read in previous class that what matter is divided into two groups, living and non-living. Living matter consists of human beings, animals and plants. Right? While non-living, all your books, your mobile, your pen, duster, this blackboard, soil, air, water, what these are? Stone, what these are? Non-living matter. Right? Now next is your composition of matter. Now what is actually what the matter is made up of? You know, the matter is made up of small particles, and these particles may be what? Atom or What they may be? They may be molecules or they may be what? Ions. So first the question is, what is an atom? What is an ion? And what is a molecule? Right? Atom is the smallest particle of an element. It's the smallest particle of an element which can take part in chemical reaction and may or may not exist of its own. Right? For example, just the atoms. This is your what? This is one atom of hydrogen. What is it? One atom of hydrogen. If I say here, what is it? Cl. This is one atom of chlorine. Right? So, what you can say, this is one atom of hydrogen and it is one atom of chlorine. So, what is an atom? Atom is the smallest particle of an element which can take part in chemical reaction. Okay, now, so this H is a one atom of hydrogen and Cl is a one atom of chlorine, right? And you know what is atom? Now, next is your molecules. Now, what is molecule? Molecule is the smallest particle of a substance which can exist separately, right? And retain the characteristics of the substance. For example, just see, all of you know in layman language, how the molecule is formed. Actually, when two atoms or more than two atoms, they combine together, they form molecules. Right? When two or more atoms, they combine together, they form molecules. So, for example, just look at here, one atom of hydrogen and it combined with another atom of hydrogen. It forms one molecule of what? Hydrogen. What is it? This is one molecule of hydrogen. Same way, one atom of oxygen combined with another atom of oxygen, it gives one molecule of oxygen. Understood? So, what is molecule? Molecule is the smallest particle of substance, while an atom is the smallest particle of an element. Okay, now, what is an ion? Ion is an atom or a group of atoms which has a resultant charge due to loss or gain of electrons. Ion is an atom or group of atoms which has a resultant charge. It may be positive or it may be negative, right? Due to loss or gain of electrons. Right? For example, oxygen, O2 negative when you are writing, this is your one ion of an oxygen. And when you are writing H1 positive, then it is one ion of hydrogen. It means oxygen lose 2 electrons or gain 2 electrons. Oxygen actually, it gain 2 electrons. Right? And that's why it has a O2 negative. While hydrogen, it lose 1 electron because its atomic number is actually this one. I will explain you later on. Okay, when I will start your atomic structure, okay, how these cations and anions are formed. So positive ions are called what? These positive ions are called cations and negative ions are what? They are called anions. Right? So anions are formed by loss of electrons and cations are formed by gain of electrons. And what they are called? Ions. So just remember what? H is a one atom of hydrogen, while H2 is a one atom of one molecule of hydrogen, and this H1 positive is your one ion of hydrogen. Right, children? Okay, now next is your, all of you know, matter has 3 states: solid, liquid and gases. Right? All of you know, solid. For example, this duster is a solid. It has what you will say, definite shape, has definite mass, definite volume. It has a high density. It is rigid, and what you will say, it cannot be compressed because it is rigid, so it cannot be compressed. Right? Now come to liquid. That is your water. Water, you know that this water has a definite mass, definite volume but not definite shape. Why? Because when you take a bottle filled with water and pour it into in a plate or in a bowl, it will take the shape of that bowl. So its shape keeps on changing depending on the container in which you are taking that liquid. So liquids have definite mass, definite volume but not definite shape. They are slightly compressed and they can flow, right? And they have low density. Now next one is your gases. Gases have definite mass, right, but not definite volume and not definite shape. So the gases have indefinite volume and indefinite shape, but they have definite mass. Now gases are highly compressible. They have low density, when the density is least, and they can occupy the whole container in which they are kept. Understood? And one more thing. Now solids have how many surfaces? It has infinite surfaces. It means solids have any number of surfaces, maybe 4 or 6 or any number, right? But in liquids, they have only one free surface. And in gases, gases have no free surface. Right, children?